Hey, what's going on, guys? I was I was just I was rolling yesterday. I was driving from picking up well, actually I was taking a family member to the bank, and after we finished on that trip, I saw this guy and it was interesting. I'm not the obviously I'm not the kind to well, to me, obviously I'm not the kind to have anybody just grow a beard because I'm growing a beard or whatever. But I saw this guy. He had like a really thick shadow, but he had like these lines cut in his face, and I said, man, I said you probably look pretty cool with a full beard, bro. And he said, I can't grow it, and obviously I should already known that, that just wasn't his kind of style. You got your guys that enjoy a full manly beard, big, and all that kind of thing. And you got I tend to see like 17-year-old, 19, 21 year olds and below kind of more so into the skinny line beard type of thing, and that's cool, man. To each his own. I'm not gonna knock anybody's style or anything like that. It's really not my thing. But if you see all this stubble all over the place and it's a full shadow of stubble, then clearly you can grow a full beard. I remember I was checking out, and then afterwards I got some waters. I had my dog in the car, and she's panting for she was panting for to cool off and stuff like that, and my mother was going to the bank. I was taking her to the bank, and everybody was thirsty, so I remember the last thing that he said was I told him, well, first of all, I said, I said, just let it grow, man. He pointed at mine, and the funny thing is, I got this kind of a hole right here. I always had that. My mustache kind of swings over and fills that out once I'm growing in and stuff. At least is what I think will happen. And his shadow went all the way to here, went all the way across here and everything. And it was just interesting because he said that his won't grow in like mine. He pointed at mine and said that his wouldn't grow like that. And I'm like, dude. But anyway, the last thing he actually said was that I said just let it grow, He said, well, I go to the barber. And I hear this time and time again. I can hear my mentor shouting in my ear right now. Gentlemen, I don't know this gentleman personally at all, but one of those great things in the internet age is that you can have a mentor and never met the guy. You know what I mean? You have a beard mentor, never met him. Watch his videos and stuff. Like I said again, I love watching Gray Bailey videos. They're really awesome videos. They're really honest, and you just get a chance to experience one's perspective of life, from the dimension of their channels and stuff like that. Just like you know, a Jim Rohn or a Bob Proctor or a Napoleon Hill. All those guys, they're my mentors as well. I've never met them a day in my life. I mean, I think I met Tony Robbins once before at a seminar. But you can meet all these people and learn their information and understand their experiences and stuff like that. But one thing that I've kind of noticed is that you know I noticed I noticed that barbers, I mean, not all barbers, but you got this group of barbers that are just like, I mean, yeah, they're giving people what they want on their face and stuff, but I guess it's just for me. I've been through, I think under 17 years old and under 20 years old, and just teenage years was when I was like, I would cut designs in, and I was just really stylizing everything as far as just as style is concerned, as appearance is concerned. But one of the things you notice, as you get a bit older, is that stuff just grows back real quickly. Or for me, I actually grew out a full beard on purpose because, and I maintained like probably about you know what I mean, 2 weeks shy of this length that I have right now, which is, you know, this is dry beard. This is natural beard. I just literally rolled over out the bed after doing some things, a lot of things early this morning. But you know, so this is really dry. It's not, you know, anything like that. But you know, my skin was actually really sensitive. You know, I tried natural remedies as far as, you know, like you can do like lemon. I talked in my other videos about lemon juice. You know, the natural acidity of lemons and limes and stuff like that will actually serve as a natural antiseptic for your skin. And so I would, you know, I would cut my beard down so it'd be, you know, just like a jawline, and just keep the inner portion gone, you know, or you know, I trim this inner the parts on the side of the soul patch. I would trim those parts, you know, so it'd be like a clean line strip. But my the hair wants to grow, you know, and I think that's one thing that a lot of people, they, you know, they're into taking care of their skin, and so they don't actually cut their hair in order to have a particular hairstyle. They cut their hair because they don't want, you know, bumps or something. But I don't get how they don't understand that part of the cutting process is actually what's actually irritating your skin. You know, the hair wants to grow there, it's supposed to grow there. And because you're not allowing your natural physiology to do what it does, that's why you're having irritation. And that's what I've understood, at least. I probably have about 2 bumps on my beard like a year. And I think that's because I'm willing to bet that that's pretty doggone, you know, the case, because of the fact that I allow my hair to grow where it grows. And so, you know, you got a lot of barbers that you know, they got this sharp line stuff that they're doing, you know, with the clippers and stuff. And you know, they're halfway scabbing your face all up, you know. 2 days after you get a cut, it's grown all out, and it looks crazy, because you got like, you know, you got a little bit of shadow on like a quarter of an inch, and then the rest is like boom, blow. You know, you got like this, you know, jawline beard or whatever. And it's just, you know, I'm not here to tell anybody what they should do or what they're doing is, you know, it's whack or it's a subpar style or something like that. But for me, I think that everyone just owes it to themselves to embrace, at least for a period of time, close to what of your hairstyle or beard style is close to natural, what it will do. I'm letting the edges of this soul patch and the edges of the goatee kind of grow in and do its thing. I mean, but you know, of course, I'm venturing out into growing my beard out for a full year as well, without any cutting at all. You know, forget substantial cutting. I'm not doing any cutting. The only thing that I'm cutting on is my hair. I keep my hair cut. That's it. But you know, we want to go too long on this, guys. But I just, you know, I think that the social construct of like the barber and the stylist and these, you know, these guys that, you know, they hammer in these edges and hammer in these razor sharp paper edge lines and stuff like that. That's just, I don't know. That's just, it's really whack to me. It's really overblown. I mean, that'd always be my thing that I never really dug, you know. And I can't tell anybody else what to do, but I just, you know, I don't think it's healthy for the skin. I see a lot of skin irritation. And then, I mean, people just look ridiculous like a few days after they've gotten a cut. You get it all sharp and razor lined in order for it to, you know, look crazy a day to 3 days later. And then you got to go back and constantly edge that and sharpen it up again. And you know, these guys aren't charging cheap prices for it. I mean, average beard line, if you have a beard now, not just saying a hairline, is like $15. You know what I mean? And you know, it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money at all. But you know, what else could you be spending that money on in order to, you know, as a consequence, as a gift. Consequently, by allowing myself to understand what naturally happens and occurs with my hair and my face, and not having it all scabbed up and look all crazy, I get an opportunity to find something completely different that I can invest $15 in, you know, like or $10 in, or maybe you're cutting it yourself and looking like a fool, you know. I mean, but I don't mean it like that, guys. I don't mean you're looking like a fool when you're, edging it up and sharpening it there. But I mean, it's just something that you got to keep running behind and doing all the time. But anyways, guys, once again, I'm Patrick Daniels, Patrick G Daniels. You can, you know, please subscribe below. It helps the channel out. So subscribe below, Patrick Daniels. Share with your friends. If you got any friends that possibly got that edge line type of thing, you want to share a message with them. I can be found on Instagram. I'm actually a bass player as well, bass guitarist. So you can find me on Instagram at Pat Greg Funk Bass. That's PATGREG Funk FUNK Bass. My Tumblr's got a lot of musical things and a lot of writings and different things of that sort. I don't do as much bearded stuff on my Tumblr page other than me having the beard. But my Tumblr page is patrickgdaniels.tumblr.com. And yeah, guys, once again, I'm Patrick Daniels, and you have a great day. Peace.